Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. This is a reaction to Brits try Louisiana Crawfish Boil for the first time. I have no idea what this is, and I'm going to go and say this before I get into this video. I'm not the biggest fan of seafood. I like fish, and that is probably about it. I like all fish pretty much. I mean, I don't like sardines, but I mean, I like a lot of fish, but then that's pretty much it. I don't think I've ever tried lobster. I had crab like once. You know what, I need to try these things. I've never actually had them proper, so I can't really say I don't like it. But I don't like shrimps. I don't like shrimps, and I feel like they're just, I mean, they are different, because I feel like with crab and like with lobster, you can, like, it's proper meat. And this is gonna sound stupid, and it's not even meat, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's proper. Like with like shrimp, it's, nah, I just can't explain it. Oysters, I've never had them, but I just don't think I'd like them. But yeah, crabs, and I think crawfish would involve like crabs and lobster. Maybe also prawns as well, but we're going to see. I don't really know what I'm talking about when it comes to seafood, but I mean, the thumbnail looked quite nice. And again, maybe one day I'll just try this food for real and I'll actually enjoy it, because I mean, I like some seafood and I don't like some, so it's just, it is what it is. But we're going to check this out anyway and see what's going on in Louisiana with this food. And yeah, hopefully going to enjoy. Links are also in the description to my Patreon, where you can see reactions that I can't post to YouTube. And let's just check this out.
Hi, I'm Josh.
I'm Ollie.
And we're about to try an enormous amount of...
So this is lobster?
Cajun crawfish boil.
I feel very far from home right now. There's more pickup trucks in this parking lot than there are in all of the United Kingdom.
I've seen some plates that we walk past. Plates are like this big.
Wow.
Lot of food. Look at the plates he's carrying. Look at just the size of those. Hello?
That's a tray. Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right, so these are your char oysters there.
Oysters. See, I've never had oysters. I don't think I'd like that. But the thing is, my girlfriend loves all these foods. One day I'm going to give them a try. You know what? I've got to.
A very hot soft shell crab.
So this you can just chew straight through the whole
What
thing?
happens is they outgrow their shell, and in between that growing out of that shell and the net shell getting hard, they're called the soft shell. So you can fry them and eat them whole like that.
Oh, wow.
We got crawfish, and then these
Wait, so you eat the shell?
are the blue crabs. So this is our short-legged lady.
The legs aren't that short.
They're short, but look at our
Okay.
snow crab. So you see what I mean? They are short.
Holy moly.
I feel like there's nothing left in the sea.
That
We
is a
have
lot
the
of food.
entire cast of The Little Mermaid sat in front of us.
Don't say that.
Well, with the exception of Ariel, obviously.
Oh my gosh. Bit of soft shell crab. Look at that.
Oh, it doesn't even crunch.
Oh my gosh. That's not just like soft shell, that's like soft shell.
I must say, given how she described what a soft shell crab is, I didn't know what it was before.
Okay.
I do feel a little bad. You know, it's like catching someone with their clothes on.
I was trying not to think of
You know, the crab is fresh out of the shower, it thinks no one's watching, and then it gets plucked out and then deep fried.
in its most vulnerable state.
Can you imagine getting deep fried
that's
right
so
after a
delicious.
bath? You just had a spa day, and before you know it, you're in a vat of boiling oil.
It's so worth it. It's so worth it.
It tastes like a crab that has had a lovely day of wellness.
The crawfish, when they talk about sucking the head, I'll show you that.
So these are in, what spice was it? Cajun spice? I think they said.
Sucking the head.
Sucking the head, and it sounds weird.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
But
yo.
all that comes out is you get a little more of the seasoning.
Okay,
So
okay.
it'll be a little spicier. And I guess you don't know how to open them, so I grabbed my gloves.
I don't know how you guessed.
okay, yeah.
So you hold the crawfish like this and twist.
Oh, wow.
You make that look very easy.
Well, this is years of practice.
So that is kind of like shrimp. See, to me, I just.
All right, but you're gonna have to try to suck the head if you're gonna be in New Orleans. So just squeeze it and then suck on
It
it.
would be my pleasure to suck this head.
Hey, yo.
Oh, you got one too. You don't get out of
Oh, absolutely. I'm down.
it. And
You
it's well,
squeeze
like I
it?
said, yeah, squeeze it and then suck on it, and you're gonna get all that juices and the seasoning.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's really delicious, but
yes.
it's got that
Oh, yeah.
peppery kick.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. This is not like an everyday occurrence when you're having
You probably have to get prepared for it.
food in the UK.
No.
Surgical gloves.
Normally when you see one of these, something unpleasant's gonna happen. But it's medically necessary. The first thing
Hands in the
she
arse.
said to do was give it a wiggle,
Look at this. Give it a
pull
wiggle.
it out,
Oh wow, you did that quite well. And then we got to get rid of all this little stuff,
Hey,
right?
how the heck?
How did she do this bit? She made it look so easy.
Oh.
Nicely done.
Seems like a chore eating a lot of seafood as well. I'm not gonna lie. It's half the time spent opening the food.
Cheers.
It's like eating pistachios. I love pistachios, but it's just too much effort.
Wow. Yeah.
Are we okay?
Yeah.
So good, Debbie.
So good.
You got it figured out?
I think so.
Well, I
think
wouldn't
so.
say that.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
We're getting there. Ooh, you really do get a shot of the seasoning.
And literally, it's like smoking a cigar for the first time or something.
It's like a seafood Cajun vape.
Oh, there's so much flavour. So different. Wow.
Yeah, I can get used to this.
Mate, squeeze it and then suck. Yeah, squeeze and suck. I'm telling you.
It's just like a common thing that people in Louisiana do. Then they just get. They don't actually get high, but they get a high off this thing.
Oh, I was joking.
I mean, you don't normally inhale food, do you?
You know,
Literally inhaling.
Oh, yeah.
Good, right?
You feel it.
Hardcore, mate.
It's hardcore.
Vaping seafood for years.
Yeah, he's been vaping seafood since he was a child.
You know what? Because it's got a little bit of spice. I'm eating them faster and faster.
There's so much. How much would this all cost, by the way?
Like the closest comparison I can think of is flaming hot Cheetos. You know? Oh, sorry, Debbie.
No, you're
Do
fine.
do you know what I mean? It's so more.
It's very
Wonderful.
addictive. It's
Yes.
very addictive.
Yeah, people wait all year for that, and we just started our season.
We came
Oh, so it's not all year round.
at the right time.
If me and Josh open a crawfish from the beginning, can you rate our technique and tell us who is the best?
Tell you right now,
I mean, I can tell
you're
you which
better.
one's learned faster.
Oh. Ready? Ready?
So
Ready?
good. Yeah, sure. Okay. Wow. Oh, you've gone straight for the, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Come on.
I think I'm making him nervous.
Yes, got it.
You both did very well, but you did suck the heads.
So good.
I think one.
See, what is this? Is my knowledge. What even is the texture? Because like, I'm thinking of prawns, and prawns for me, like they're quite rubbery. They make me gag the texture, but these kind of look like prawns, but they're not. These are a lot softer. I feel like these are a lot softer, and then if that's the case, I feel like I probably would enjoy it. Again, with the spices and seasoning. I've just never ever gone out and had. I mean, the only ever seafood I ever get, and I optionally will choose, is salmon. And that's a bit boring to be honest. I don't know why I do that because you can get that food anywhere. But like, you can't. Like when I go to the shops, you can't really find this sort of seafood unless it's in like a certain section where there's an actual, not a butcher. What's a seafood person called? Like you got butchers for meat, and then you got seafood people for seafood. I don't know what the name is, but a fisherman. No, it's not because they're not on the. Oh god, but like they're like seafood you can't get as common. You can get it if you actively look for it quite easily, but I don't actively look for it, so I just don't go out my way to get it. And in restaurants, I don't really ever choose to go to like a seafood restaurant because I'm not very used to that. But if I just had it once, I enjoyed it, I probably would be more open to it because my girlfriend loves seafood. Just need to get that first step. But yeah, is this quite soft? As opposed to like, is it? I think maybe I'm getting prawns confused with something else, but it's one of those sea creatures.
One criticism you could level at shellfish you get in the UK is that it doesn't have a strong flavour when it's just cooked in butter. Whereas the seasoning for this,
Oh, there's so much flavour.
but it's amazing.
Oh,
Yeah, I can get used to this.
100%.
Our blue crabs here. If you hold this little flipper right here and you lift the shell. Now, if there's juice in here, that juice tastes amazing. All right?
See, I'd be scared to try this,
Drinking
man.
the juice.
Crab juice.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, when I came, I started asking all the people that had grew up eating this, how do you do that? And they showed me, and they were very kind. All right.
The juice packs
Oh,
a
it's
punch.
so amazing.
Packs a punch. You should have.
Isn't
Wow.
it good?
It's really good.
Strong.
It's really good.
Your
Flavour is
boudin.
it?
So this is sausage meat and rice.
Wow.
Sausage meat and rice.
Squidgy.
I mean, you've got a dog. I owned a dog. That honestly, it feels like the bag when you. when you pick it up. It's exactly the
That is
same
disgusting.
texture.
Okay.
Exact. Feel it.
No, I don't want to feel it. No, why are you? You don't have to eat this one with your hands. You can use a fork.
No need. I've got gloves on. Saving washing up.
To me, we haven't. I feel like this is like a southern haggis.
Ooh.
You know, we put like meat and like oats together.
Yeah.
Whereas this is sausage, meat, and rice instead.
All right. Let's do it.
Cheers.
Sausage, meat, and rice. That's interesting. Well, I mean, it's good.
yeah. Oh, heavily spiced.
It is not dissimilar from
Spiced.
haggis.
The flavours in everything you try here is just so much more complex.
If you have like good haggis,
Oh, good haggis is great. Don't get me wrong, but that's like that's spicy.
spicy haggis. It's spicy
Okay,
haggis.
fair enough. I really want to try this grilled
Is there cheese in it?
oyster. Look at that.
I'm excited about this.
Wow. Why? Just because there's bread?
I am.
Yeah, you're an idiot. All right.
All right.
Look at that. So it's grilled with like melted butter and cheese.
It is.
Oh wow.
They're big oysters as well.
Oh my gosh, that is so good.
It tastes like oyster pizza, you know? That's really good.
Yeah, I know. I actually see what you mean. Is that the best oyster you've ever had?
Definitely. Would eat again.
No. Okay. Unlike most other
yeah.
oysters. Fair enough. There's so much flavour.
I can't stop. I honestly can't stop.
It's like properly addictive. Wow.
This
So
is
good.
amazing.
Go back
Do people typically eat this amount?
Well, that's 5 pounds. So the average person eats between 3 and 5 pounds.
The average single person.
one person?
One person, 3 to 5 pounds.
What's the most anyone's ever
Well, we
eaten?
had a gentleman whose record was 42 pounds.
Oh
which
my
is
God.
an entire sack of crawfish.
Pound.
That's 8 of these.
Yeah, it's over 8 of those.
I must say, when it came out, it looks a little bit like a salad from an alien planet.
Right.
It does. It's quite intimidating. We don't have anything like this.
See, I'd be intimidated by it, and then you probably try it and you probably love it. I mean, most people will love it. If you love seafood, you're gonna love it. I just the feeling is, can you learn to love seafood the older you get? Because obviously you're accustomed to certain foods. I wish I could enjoy this food, and if it was like in these, like if it looked like that looks good like this. Like look, you can tell it's seasoned and stuff. In this sort of circumstance, I think it's the best way to try it. But you're not gonna have anywhere in the UK where it's anything like this at all.
It's served like this.
But I get it. I get it. I understand why this is such a big thing.
Other
I'm
than
assuming-
maybe London. I mean, maybe there's a few spots, but definitely not where I am right now, like in my city.
I mean, you know how to do the lobster.
Here we go, lobster.
Yeah. That I assumed wrong.
Okay.
It's all right. So we click here.
Oh, that's the lobster claw.
Yeah, that's the claw.
This is what you eat.
Fantastic.
And then the lobster, I just treat it like a giant crawfish.
Do we
pull it
suck
off.
the head?
I don't know. I mean,
Do not suck the head.
I said, I don't know. I've never done it.
Oh my gosh.
What does that taste like?
I think I just taste all of the sea. I tasted all of the sea. If anyone ever asks you again whether they should suck the
Well,
head,
the answer is no.
the answer is
All
no.
right.
Look at the size of this lobster tail as well that she's just cooked. Oh my gosh.
So what is the texture for this? I feel like this does look similar, like it would be a similar texture to prawn. I'm so confused now. I don't really know what to say.
Well, the claw.
Well, maybe not actually. It looked a bit more chickeny. I don't think so, but
Yeah. Hell yeah.
This has been
This is such a feast.
amazing, Debbie.
Such a feast.
Well, when they talk about Louisiana food, now you understand. Because the flavoring is completely different. When the French Cajuns got down here, they had to figure out a way to make everything good, and they did. They figured out how to season everything up, and it is wonderful.
Well, merci beaucoup.
Yeah, very- oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I really appreciate it. I don't really entirely understand why we don't eat seafood like this in the UK. We're an island.
Well, we have crawfish in our freshwater rivers.
There's so much seafood around the UK, but yeah, I mean, we deep fry everything,
Yeah.
put salt and vinegar on it. That's kind of our thing.
I think I'm going to try this. I think I'm going to try and do it.
I would love to.
With the exception of sucking on that lobster head. This has been a wonderful experience. I was in heaven and then momentarily transported straight down to hell.
You don't want to
And
suck
I
on the
realised
wrong
how
head.
lucky I was.
You don't want to suck on the wrong head, Ollie. If you've learned anything today,
Yeah.
I think it's probably going to take us another about hour or two to finish off all this crawfish because we don't quite have the skills yet. And the crew need to try some more of this because it's absolutely unreal.
In the meantime,
See you jolly soon. What the heck?
God, I need to try this food, man. I really do. I think lobster. because it's bigger, I feel like it's a lot more like tech. I don't know what I'm actually saying. Because it's bigger, there's a lot more like. I don't like chewy food. So calamari, for example, I tried to enjoy it. There was a few that I had that I liked, and then I had this calamari that was so rubbery and I couldn't bite through it. It made me like gag. And I think it's the texture of like certain foods. I don't like when it's like it sort of you bite down in it. It's just like rubber. I'm not a fan. But I don't know the texture of these ones. In terms of the taste, I probably would love them. But I guess I'm just scarred from certain textures of certain foods, and it's just put me off. Like prawns, again, the texture for me. I think maybe getting prawns confused with another one, but again, that's my knowledge. And then calamari, yeah, it wasn't a good experience, but I feel like these ones would be a lot more soft, especially the lobster and like the crab and stuff. And with the seasoning too, I do want to try this sort of stuff, but it's hard to get this sort of stuff in the UK. But hopefully you enjoyed this, and if this is your go-to food, I guess leave your recommendations for what I could do in terms of trying it, because I definitely am open to it. But yeah, that's that. Until next time, peace.